Yeah, we really enjoyed watching this past weekend, all the festivities in St. Louis. What stood out to you, whether it was Saturday's Alumni Game or the actual game, the Winter Classic yesterday between the Blues and Blackhawks?
The Alumni Game was great, but I think Vladdy Tarasenko, I mean, he's a game breaker without a doubt. And I knew that before coming to this game. And when you're a goal scorer, pucks seem to find you, seem to get those breaks. It happened with his first goal, that goal that went off a Jarmelson stick. And then his second goal is a thing of beauty. He just controlled that puck, went wide, just waited for Seabrook just to get out of his reach a little bit. And the next thing you know, he's popping that one top corner right over Crawford's glove. So I think the St. Louis Blues are going to be a dangerous, dangerous hockey team. Coach Ken Hitchcock has them playing with a lot of structure, and they have the offensive weapons up front to make you pay if you turn pucks over like Chicago Blackhawks did yesterday.
They had sellout crowds at Busch Stadium for both the Alumni Game and the Winter Classic. And I know St. Louis loves their baseball, but what did this do to solidify them as a hockey town?
I've always thought they were a hockey town. 80% of their NHL alumni from St. Louis Blues live in St. Louis. And what does that do? It increases your minor hockey fan base. You look at last year's NHL draft. They had 5 players. That's right, Alexa. 5 players from the St. Louis area drafted in the first round of the National Hockey League. I mean, that was highlighted by Matthew Tkachuk, Keith Tkachuk's son, that went 6th overall to the Calgary Flames. But, you got to be doing something right to have 5 kids from the minor hockey area getting drafted in the first round. Not just getting drafted in the first round. So I know Busch Stadium's there. Everyone loves their Cardinals there. But as far as I'm concerned, St. Louis Blues is a definite hockey town when it comes to places that players like to play, more places like to settle in after their careers are over.
What did you remember about when you were a player and you saw the former stars of that franchise come back? I mean, we saw Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hull, Marty Brodeur. I know some of those guys did play a lot of games in the Blues uniforms, but they had so many other guys like Chris Pronger, and it seemed like the current players, were really inspired by that.
Yeah, they certainly were. My favorite moment when I watched Keith Tkachuk wear Pavel Dimitro's jersey.
Yeah.
Pavel Dimitra was one of those players that was killed a few years ago playing the KHL, and that plane went down. And it was pretty tough to see because I played against Pavel Dimitra. He was a dominant player in St. Louis, and to see Walt, who we call him Keith Tkachuk, go out there wearing Pavel Dimitra's jersey, a tribute to him, that was a pretty classy move.